Edie will come back in from the pavilion end. Yep.
Watch for a lot of change of pace from Lungi. Kind of where he goes to his default setting of slow delivery. He's got a wonderful slow ball. If you haven't seen it before as a batter, it can deceive you pretty easily.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Buttler does and how he plays it. Teammates down at the SA20 at the Paul Royals. We've seen that slower ball quite a lot in practice and in play too. Extra field that they are utilising. Long on is now back.
His keeper, he's kept to that slow delivery quite a few times.
There it is, you get the feeling. Sean Pollock, majority of deliveries will be slower balls. He wants the batter to come after him.
Take the pace off, try and make the batter make the play, particularly to the new batter. Someone who hasn't been there for that long a period. So you would think first delivery was a quicker one. Then he went slower ball. You would think the next delivery to Jacks is almost guaranteed to be a change-up.
Mid-on now comes up for Jacks. Face off still. Just a grimace and a stretch of that right hamstring. Lungi Ngidi post this ball. And just the extra bit of effort on that slower ball. In your action. Look here. Just a slight grimace and a stretch of the hamstring. Really, yeah, extra stretch there as well. Key player for South Africa, given the situation and balance of the game right now.
So with 3.5 overs to go in his spell.
Yes.
Well, South Africa surely, Polly, can't afford for him to go down. That means they have to go back to Markram and Ithaswami to do making up of his overs, let alone the quality that he is going to produce. I think of the attack at the moment, players that could see the back of Jos Buttler, he would be one of them. We'll find the gap and hurry back for two.
It's still one thing having to deal with it, though. You can pick it up, and the thing about Lungi Ngidi's delivery is it's got a nice dip in it. So as it comes out, it kind of looks like it's going to be foolish. And then because of the nature of the way he delivers it, it just pops out with a bit of almost topspin, like almost like a Nadal kind of forehand. It's got a bit of dip on it.
Well, it's fast, and Buttler really chip it over Bavuma at cover. He's quick, these two are fast between the wickets. Any opportunity at all, come back for two. Good hustle, 2:45 for 5.
There's been no damage done from an England perspective with regards to wickets lost. But if we actually look at the last 3 overs, the scoring rate was at 9. Lutasami went for 8. Then Nunneberger went for 7, and the last one goes for 7. South Africa still holding their own. Nothing too destructive from England as yet.
Well, 1 for 24 so far in his 8 overs. He's been exceptional today with his control and accuracy. Got the big breakthrough with Jacob Bethel, caught a backward point. In the air, but just left of mid-wicket. There's Maharaj, was quite square. Pick up 2.
As he made contact with it, I thought it had gone directly to Keshav Maharaj. Lands safely for the second. This is the battle for the captains at this stage. Do you want your fielder nice and close? Do you want him on the edge of the ring? Where do you position them? Man, he hasn't been there for a long period of time. Just the 14 deliveries. Jack's on strike.
Leg side initially, last moment just changed his mind.
Yeah, brilliant adaptation, wasn't it? He got into position. You kind of thought there's only one shot he can play, but he's better than that. Just turns the bat face. Gonna go leg side. No, actually I'll go offside.
It's an incredible skill, isn't it? Have that much time and to make a decision so late. Quick. Very quick from Corbin Bosch. Thought he heard a noise. Nothing from Rickelton behind the stumps. Bavuma is at backward point. Perfect. Have a conversation and close enough to hear if there was any noise.
Nice bit of speed into this delivery, 87 miles per hour. He was convinced, Corbin Bosch. He felt like he heard a something, but not getting much support from behind.
He's been good today, not only his accuracy but his manipulation of pace. And this over so far, 78 miles an hour all the way up to 87. 2 balls ago as the 250 comes up for England. South Africa still with one review remaining. Decision not to send it upstairs. Rickelton didn't hear a thing. Full and smacked straight at mid-off for 1. 42 overs gone, 251 for 5. Just anything forward. Jos Buttler is looking to throw his hands through and even try and get elevation if possible over mid-off. Already a brevis.
I think he might be disappointed then, that one. I think sitting at the other end, you probably think, oh, that was actually one to go up and over with. Just 6 runs off that over as well. The asking rate now up to 10.
Yeah, something we would normally speak quite a lot about. Run rate required up to 10 in previous generations, but with just 8 overs to go. Oh, good. Oh, harsh. Harsh. I say harsh because I think Jos Buttler moved across to the offside, outside of stump, and Guidi is confused. This is worth another look. Does Buttler trigger? Yeah, he does. Before the ball is delivery, at least a foot and a half. For me, that's good bowling. Well within. Oh, I'll be getting the measuring tape out. I believe that's unfair. What do you think, Polly?
New gauge works out where he is at point of delivery.
Down the wicket, leg side for Buttler. Sprawling dive from Markram. Outstanding work, saves 1.
This could be the over for England. Wide off the first leave, 3 off the first. This might be the catalyst. This might be the big one that they're desperate for at this stage, just to ease any stress with regards to run rate required.
Amazing work in the deep from Markram. Sometimes take it for granted because we see it so often in international players.
It's a new role for him. It's being given the title of finisher. How much adjusting you think it's going to take from his normal game?
Yeah, here I thought initially it would take a lot, but early signs here are that he just seems to take everything in his stride. A very confident young man, a lot of runs behind him, a lot of experience, particularly in domestic cricket. Get an opportunity, he wants to make the most of it. Oh, gone! That is an absolute beauty from Lungi Ngidi. It gets the big wicket at Jos Buttler. Plenty of action on it, late dip, and it does Buttler all ends up.
Yeah, brilliant bowling from Ngidi. In the context of this game, this is a massive moment. It's the first delivery we've seen from him that's under 70 miles per hour. You can see the dip, the loop. Keshav Maharaj would have been happy with that kind of dip from his deliveries. He's done for him in the flight, and you can see the ecstatic environment is created for South Africa. They know how big a wicket that is. Jos Buttler played superbly for his 61 or 51. 6 down now for England, 256 on the board.
And the innocent Dachshund walks free. Court case pending.
It's pronounced Fayette.
Yeah, yeah. Creamy, yeah. Thick, yeah. Protein rich, yeah. Fire.
It's pronounced fire for a reason.
No early morning train for Natalie. She booked a Premier Inn just down the road from her big meeting, meaning she can have a bit of a lie-in. Get better sleep for your money. Book your next work stay at Premier Inn.
Don't tell me to silly mid-off. You silly mid-off. So there.
Huge moment for South Africa in their quest to win this ODI series against England. Getting the wicket of Jos Buttler. Fantastic ball from Lungi Ngidi. Atherton alongside. You know you've bowled a good slow ball when you do someone like Buttler like this.
Well, marvelling at this slow ball really from Lungi Ngidi. Right throughout the evening, whenever he's bowled it, nobody has cottoned onto it. They all know what's coming, and it's just the old-fashioned off-cutter, but it's bowled so brilliantly with a fast arm and movement on the ball so late. Nobody has come to terms with it. Brilliant bowling. Kind of dips, doesn't it, right at the end? It comes above the eye line, much slower, probably about 15 miles an hour slower, and then dips right at the end. Fantastic. So reliable at the end of an innings. Brilliant death bowler.
Again. And he's accurate with it as well. Very accurate. Brilliant from Lungi Ngidi. 259 for 6.
But you've almost got to fashion your run chase. The last 10 you knew that Ngidi was going to bowl 4. And needing about 10 and over, you're pretty certain you're not going to get that off Ngidi. So you've got to kind of almost fashion your run chase, accepting a slightly lower return off Ngidi, which means you have to go much harder at the other end.
Run rate required now has gone up to 10.29. It's been good there all day, has Corbin Bosch. He's used that length to good effect. It is sort of his natural type length, banging it into the surface. Works very well for him. I think also that wicket was a build-up of really good bowling by South Africa, a period of play where they kept things quiet. They put pressure on the England batters to score. Sets up nice and early for that pass. Jump to the leg side in order to open up the offside.
Yeah, good batting, because that's where the boundary option is, with long on in place and mid-off up inside the circle. Carse had to go offside, so he gave himself room, picked the gap, and he got lucky that Corbin Bosch put it not quite in the block hole.
Talking about how good South Africa have been. That's the first boundary in 5 overs. And at this stage of the game, you want a lot more boundaries, especially when you're chasing a big total.
Well, I thought Ngidi was really unlucky with that first ball, by the way. Shouldn't have been called a wide, but just look at the speeds in that lower right-hand corner there. The difference, we're looking at 15 miles an hour difference, and then that dip, and heavily disguised. Wonderful.
Seni! Sen!
I've seen a lot more of South African cricket generally than me. Nat, have you seen anybody really collar Lungi Ngidi's slower ball? Anybody who's kind of stood there and you can think, well, he's really picking it and can handle it? I've not seen anybody from the cricket that I've seen. He flummoxes most.
It's nicely placed by Jacks, but the fielding in general has been good by South Africa. Not anyone that sort of comes to mind. What does come to mind about his slower ball, though, is I feel like he almost learnt it within a series in Sri Lanka, because there was a test series that he played in Sri Lanka near the beginning of his international career where it was tough going. It was flat. Sri Lanka was scoring runs at will, and he did a lot of bowling on that tour. And I remember him sort of bringing it out then and starting to bring it into his skills. I feel like there was a big learning curve for him back then, and he learned the value of it even then. And it's just gotten better and better over his career. 267 now for England. Think of anybody that sort of comes to mind that picks it up easily. He's obviously had his tough days as well. Played a lot of IPL cricket too, where you would have learned also the value of when to bring the slower ball out and how to disguise it. Had a good stint with CSK at one stage. And now recently with RCB. A couple of overs left, Lungi Ngidi. Andre Berger himself has got a couple. We're talking about that extra 2 overs for Markram and Mutsasamy they got to find. May not matter too much, Ethers.
Yeah, well, that's the question for Temba and Boomer. For Boomer, it looks as though he's going to bowl Ngidi out, and he's going to kind of almost front load here and hope that they can put the game out of reach by the time he has to find an over or two. Further evidence of the exceptional disguise that Ngidi has, as Will Jacks is just way through the shot too soon.
goodness, that's only just missed. Only just. It was so close.
Yeah, it's a combination. You've got to watch for the quicker ball as well, and the Yorker sliding in, just tailing in. Remember that the new rule or law that's come in, that at 34 overs you get to choose then one ball, and the hope from the makers of the new law is that it will encourage a bit of reverse swing towards the end of the innings for the bowlers.
Definitely seems to be a little bit there. It's also seen through the day the dryness of the surface with the dust as well. I just wonder if that's maybe roughed it up a little bit to give you that option of the reverse swing going. That one also with pace on, 81 miles per hour. Jacks will be hoping that he can keep England in the series. There's a lot of work to do for him. That's a good hit.
Yeah, having said that nobody's really been able to pick it or play it, suddenly Jack stands there and finally collars one of Ngidi's slower balls. He gets it over the leg side, gets a good piece of it and sends it into the mound stand. Different role for Will Jacks, of course. Those watching throughout the month of August will have seen him at the top of the order in the 100. So it's a very different role here, trying to marshal a finish. You'd say Will Jacks' great strength is actually hitting offside over extra cover. That shows there that he can go the other way as well.
Yeah, that time probably Ngidi just getting the length wrong. The other times it's been sort of Yorker length. It was right in the slot. Won't get the run, so it'll be 9 off that over, almost the required rate. 76 for England.
Amazon has increased funding for employees to £3,000 a year, every year, for career development. Providing you with valuable skills for work and home.
Series is on the line for England at the moment to stay in this game and the series. They need 55 from 30.
Yeah, just wondering what Temba Bavuma will do. It looks like he's going to get the left arm spinner in now, Mutasami from the nursery end. So one imagines Rubolberger 2 from the pavilion end, and then come down here with Ngidi, either the next, or depending on how this over goes, save him till the end. And they've just got to play it by ear a little bit as captain. You can't be too fixed in your thinking. You've got to be flexible.
Jostling on the field as well now. He had a look at the field and noted that Murfield is up on the offside, doesn't quite get hold of it. It'll mean a couple of runs to start this over.
Yeah, exactly right. He was just glancing around to see where the options were, and 2 men up inside the circle just behind on the offside. So he got the length to scoop that up and over.
missed out there. Maybe the length, there was an opportunity for runs, so maybe he missed out. Slightly quicker as well from Mutasami compared to the first delivery. Again missed out.
Well, I thought it was a good bit of bowling, actually. Will Jacks was coming, and he was coming quite early. Mutasami pushed it a bit wider and a bit shorter. There is a boundary option square on the offside. Because of his strength through extra cover, they've had to set the field deep and straight. Runs here. Jacks gets himself into a good position to scoop this away leg side.
Yeah, I just felt that he had missed out on that square option through the offside, but what he's done here is move across nicely to be able to get leg side, so that's something for Mutasami to think about. Where does he go to from here?
Go on, Sen. Down, Timber.
And kept the field the same, and has gone straight to the fielder.
Disappointed with himself here. A yard either side there, and there's a boundary to be had.
7, yes, Sen.
Couldn't get better connection than that. What an over for England. Will Jacks is keeping them in the hunt. 12 off it. 288 for 6.
Fantastic from Will Jacks. Played it earlier in the over and hit it over short third for 4. This time he's hit that unbelievably. Fantastic shot. Perfect end to the over for England. 12 off it, still in the hunt. And questions now for Bavuma. What does he do to the next over from the nursery end? So Berger for a couple then from the pavilion end, where he bowls so well with the new ball. Kicked things off with that early wicket of Jamie Smith. Can he finish things off for South Africa?
Straight he goes, but he hasn't got hold of it. It's hanging, and underneath it is one of the safest pair of hands in the Protea setup. Aiden Markram completes that with ease.
Yeah, very safe. Aiden Markram and South Africa's fielding in the main, with the exception of an overthrow here or there, has been outstanding today. Their ground fielding has been exceptional. They're catching sharp. No problems there for Markram. Andre Berger coming back and doing the job. And it's all on Will Jacks now as Bryden Carse goes for 7. Archer, Rashid and Mahmood to give Jacks company.
Oh, I find that term deeply offensive, actually.
It's pronounced Faye.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Creamy, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Thick, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Protein rich. Fire.
It's pronounced Faye for a reason.
Nescafe Frothy Coffees, because sometimes nothing tastes better than a no. With a creamy, long-lasting froth to get you ready for your next yes. Say yes to cappuccino. And get ready to mix things up with Nescafe chocolate flavours.
The Golden Duck, just off the high street. 2 words, chow mein.
After an over of 12, South Africa hit back with a wicket. Carse trying to put Andre Berger under pressure early on in the over, but instead he's put pressure back on his team. Just felt maybe the option was to get Jacks back on strike and stay there. Can Jofra Archer complete that job? Get Jacks back on strike. Nope.
Yeah, I think it's a good point you make. Easy from up here to say, of course, rather than down there in the maelstrom of it all. But I think the better option, given how Jacks had played the previous over on a hot streak, had just taken 12. Better option to try and just get Jacks back on strike with plenty of gaps in the field to do so.
That's good. Now he's got 3 balls to see what he can do within this over and put South Africa under pressure as to also what they do from the other end, who bowls it. Still going to have that extra over, possibly from Motsasami, you would imagine. One rate required, 12 and over. It's only got 3 balls, though, to make a real dent in this chase, in this over.
Oh, wow.
Didn't pick that up.
No, Berger showing that Lungi Ngidi is not the only one who's got expertise with the slower ball. This is brilliant bit of bowling. Slower ball driven into the surface. Will Jacks didn't pick it up at all.